Jordan Mason's arrival. The Vikings wasted no time strengthening their rushing attack. In March, they made a trade with the 49ers for Jordan Mason. Minnesota sent a 2026 sixth-round pick and a draft pick swap this year to bring Mason to the team. A low price for a player with so much potential. And the Vikings didn't stop there. They gave Mason a 2-year, $12 million contract. That shows they believe he can make a difference. But what exactly does he bring to the team? He's a pure power back. A guy who runs with aggression and wears down defenses. If there was one thing the Vikings lacked in recent years, it was a player like this. The run game hasn't been the team's strength under Kevin O'Connell, and Mason could change that. Impressive performance last season. Jordan Mason wasn't a big name when he entered the NFL, but last season, he proved he could be a difference maker. With Christian McCaffrey injured, Mason got his big opportunity with the San Francisco 49ers. He carried the ball 153 times and racked up an impressive 789 yards last season. And do you know his yards per carry average? A whopping 5.2 yards per carry. That put him in the top 5 among NFL running backs. We're talking about a guy who doesn't need 25 carries per game to be productive. He can do a lot with limited opportunities. What does he think about the Vikings? Mason had his introductory press conference with the Minnesota media, and as expected, he got straight to the point. When asked what he liked most about the Vikings, his response was simple and direct. "I just love that O'Connell wants to give me the ball. That's music to the fans' ears. The Vikings need a guy willing to run and carry the team on his back." But what about Kevin O'Connell's offense? Has Mason studied the system? His answer was honest, and even a bit funny. "To be honest, I didn't look too much. Like I said, he wants to give me the ball. So that's it." Mason isn't about talking. He prefers to let his game do the work. Partnership with Aaron Jones. The Vikings didn't just bring in Mason. They also re-signed Aaron Jones. Jones had a great season with 1,138 rushing yards and 5 touchdowns last year. He still has plenty of gas left in the tank. The big question was, how does Mason see this backfield partnership? Once again, his answer was straight to the point. It's going to work really well, and he might be right. Jones is a shifty back, capable of quick cuts and catching passes. Meanwhile, Mason brings the physical power to punish defenses. Together, they could form one of the most balanced duos in the NFL. What to expect from the Vikings' running game? Since Kevin O'Connell took over, the Vikings haven't been able to establish a consistent ground game. Last season, they ranked among the worst teams in rushing yards per game. That means Mason and Jones won't just have complementary roles. They'll be essential to the team's success. The passing game has talent, but it can't carry the team alone. A strong run game will open up play action and make life easier for the quarterbacks. If Mason keeps his physical running style and Jones maintains his explosiveness, the Vikings could finally have a dominant ground attack. Comparing Mason to other running backs. To understand Mason's potential impact, let's compare him to other power backs in the NFL. Derrick Henry, for example, is known for his physicality and ability to wear down defenses late in games. Mason may not have Henry's size, but he shares the same aggressive running mentality. Another interesting comparison is David Montgomery from the Detroit Lions. Montgomery is a back who combines physicality with explosiveness. Mason showed in 2024 that he can have a similar impact, especially if he gets enough carries. 2025 season predictions. Now, let's project Mason's stats for next season. If he gets 150 to 180 carries, it's realistic to expect between 800 and 1,000 yards. His 5.2 yards per carry average might drop slightly, but if he stays around 4.8, that would still be a huge success. In terms of touchdowns, Mason could be the primary option in the red zone, so 6 to 8 TDs wouldn't be surprising. If the Vikings manage to balance their offense, the running game could be one of the most productive in the NFC. Final thoughts. Jordan Mason isn't a man of many words, but he's already made it clear. He wants the ball, and he's going to run hard for the Vikings. He had an impressive season with the 49ers, and now he has a chance to shine in Minnesota. His partnership with Aaron Jones has the potential to be one of the most exciting duos in the league. With a strong running game, the Vikings can take their offense to the next level and truly compete. But now, we want to hear from you. What do you think about Jordan Mason's arrival? Could he be the running back the Vikings needed? Drop a comment below. Let's talk about this new addition. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed the video. It really helps the channel grow. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any Vikings content. This season promises a lot of excitement, and we'll be covering everything closely. Thanks for watching, and Skol Vikings fans. See you in the next video.